There are all kinds of lists out there about popular printables you can sell on Etsy. I have one myself that talks about a variety of different types of printables, from wall art to party invitations and planners, and just the list goes on. But in this video, I want to focus on 5 different types of printables that you can add to your business as an online blogger or infopreneur who's a course creator or a coach. Hey there, I'm Kate Danielle, a Canva certified creative and an online entrepreneur. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to stay up to date on my latest content. Okay, so let's just get right into my 5 different types of printables you can make in Canva and sell to increase your bottom line, to increase your passive income. Number 1, planners, all kinds of planners. This one by far is my favorite. I feel like it can be very versatile to almost any niche. It could be a general planner that you might think of with, your months, places to plan out your week and your day. It could just have a nice, clean, pretty design, whatever is your style. Or it could be more specific, to be like a goal planner or an online business planner. Another popular option in this category is to have single pages or bundles of pages that someone might want to print out and add into their printable planner, such as habit trackers or a different style of a weekly layout or daily layout, and bullet journal inserts. If you're not familiar with the bullet journal style, head over to Etsy and type bullet journal printables. These tend to be a little bit more creative for things like mood trackers or books you've read trackers and things like that. Okay, a little disclaimer here. My next 3 categories are kind of planner adjacent. They could even be included in a planner, but I think they bear mentioning on their own. So number 2 is savings and financial planners. Again, super popular printable product that you might find on Etsy, but don't get stuck with Etsy. I may mention it a lot. I think it's a great marketplace to get started with printables, but if you already have an established audience, go ahead and get printables set up on your website and sell right from there, or get started with Etsy and work on building your own email list to sell to. And I'm even a big fan in having it in both places, in like online marketplaces and your own website. But that's a topic for another video. Let's get back to savings and financial printables. Popular products in this category are things like print and cut cash envelopes, budget trackers, savings trackers, any kind of trackers that has to do with money, bills trackers, debt trackers. And if you have your own system for your savings and financial planning, then maybe come up with a way to have that in printables that you can market and sell to your audience. Number 3, home organization printables. Now, this can be anything from like meal planners to cleaning checklist, chore list for your kids, to medical information, car information, basically kind of anything with your home and family. These types of planners that often include this information might also be called like a life planner or a life binder. And wrapping up our planner talk here, that brings us to number 4, and that's just other niche planners. Now, I briefly mentioned you can have like a goal planner or an online business planner, but these can be super niche, to like a fitness planner or a meal planner. I suggest maybe heading over to Etsy, type in your niche and printables, and see if anything comes up. Pro tip here. I know sometimes finding competition can be overwhelming. I've been there. You're brainstorming a new idea for a product, and then you see that there are tons of people already doing it. But finding that competition is a good thing. It means there's probably proof of demand, which means there are customers. And you can come along with your own unique style and spin to that product and have a fresh new product to sell to the market. There is still room for you, trust me. Some other examples of niche planners might be like a social media planner, or take it even further into like a specific platform, like an Instagram post planner. It could be even something for If you sell essential oils, maybe you make some type of essential oil planners that people can track what they have on hand and write down the recipes that they find online. Really, this list goes on. And if you want help brainstorming some type of planner or organization printables for your niche, let me know in the comments what it is that you do. Okay, and switching gears, it brings us to number 5, wrapping it up with guides and workbooks. Again, this is another fave of mine. Like planners, it can fit almost any niche. And when I say guides or workbook printables, sometimes it doesn't even have to be something that's meant to be printed out. Often I design PDF ebooks that I don't really intend on my customer to print because that would be a lot of ink. But I use printables sometimes interchangeably for just like a PDF file that your customer might get. So a guide or workbook could be things like a specialized meal planning guide or a social media engagement planning guide, or even a guided journal. And how this differs from the niche planners that we've already talked about is that there's going to be some instruction, some method that you teach within this ebook or guide. It is completely up to you whether you want this just to be informational words, or whether you want to have it be more of like a workbook guide where you provide the information and also the room to write and plan things out. I tend to base this on what my audience prefers or really just what my intended use is. So for example, I'm working on a guide that's all about reaching your goals and dream life. And while I could make it more of a workbook, the things that are covered in this guide I really envisioned happening in your favorite journal that you can come back to time and time again and keep for several years. So I decided not to include any writing space and to instruct people to use a journal, to pick out a new journal for this process. Okay, so now that your gears might be turning for some new printable products you can create and sell, I want to give you a few different resources that can help you execute your printable product quickly. I know what it's like to come up with a new idea, you're all excited, and then you look at how big your to-do list just got. And you get overwhelmed and sometimes way less excited about your new project that you don't even start. I feel you, and one of the biggest, most impactful lessons that I have learned over the years is that I do not have to do it all by myself. Even if I know how to do it, I do not have to do it all by myself. So here are some great resources that might help you. Number 1, Coach Glue. Yes, their target audience is coaches, but I find their information very helpful. It's done for you content. Basically, they have content written out. They have content for all different types of planners written out, different types of courses, and you can create products or blogs. You can do all kinds of stuff when you purchase their content, and I often view it as a starting off point. I take their content, I design it in a pretty design that fits my style and branding, but I'm also adding my own take to the content, my own expertise, but it just saves so much time not starting from scratch in blank pages. Another similar place to get content is called Content Drafts. And then lastly, if you're like, I have the content, but just starting from a blank design and getting the layout is not my thing, then I have the perfect thing for you. And that is the brand new Money by Design Canva template membership that's opening March 1st. You can get on the wait list and be the first to know. If you're watching this after March, there'll be a link below on where you can check it out. And basically, you're going to get Canva templates each month with printable product templates that you can use to create your own planners and ebooks and things like that. And each month, you'll get a set of marketing templates that can be used on social media to market your business and share your new products. These templates can be used to create your own products, and they also can be used if you're a freelancer or virtual assistant to design for your clients. I'll drop all the links mentioned to these resources below, but let me know in the comments what you're thinking about creating if you're feeling stuck, and I am happy to help out. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Cheers.